Hello there, friends, ladies, gentlemen, fellow firearms enthusiasts. Welcome back to Crooked Horse Rifle and Pistol out of Lamar County, Mississippi. Well, I've been gone for a while, and a lot of that, that was all done intentionally. We just have a lot of projects here going on, at the ranch, and between building a house, which I'm doing all the work 100% myself. Now let me tell you something. Now when you're doing that kind of work, you get a healthy respect for the trades pretty damn quickly. But working on that, I also got my main job, and quite frankly, just not a whole lot of new guns out on the market that I'm really having a lot of interest in. And everything that I show for you is stuff that I purchase out of my own money. I don't have any sponsorships, and quite frankly, none of these gun companies are sending anything out to me. So things when I do a video on a gun, it's something I purchased, and of course I want to make that purchase count. But I did do a video back on September 11th, right before that little Hurricane Francine, made landfall. And unfortunately, during the process and the video and it all, I must have hit a wrong button on the thing and it just messed everything up. So I couldn't use that video. But anywho, what we have here, a nice selection of some firearms. Now my previous videos, I've been doing a lot of the micro 9s, and the polymer frames. But every once in a while, you just want to shoot a good pistol that's made of steel. Little something something that feels good in the hand, if you will. So I thought today, what better, time to bring out two styles of pistols, probably the most widely known pistols in the world, the most widely circulated pistols in the world, and all invented by one man, John Moses Browning. And of course, everyone knows the all familiar 1911. And we also have our high powers. And we got a couple clones of each. So let's put some ammo in these things and do a little shooting. Now, in case you're wondering, this little thing here, we'll just call it the little thing. So we're going to start with the high powers. And we're going to start from least expensive to most expensive. This here's the Girsan high power. It's Turkish made. Now these ain't the factory grips on it, these are Packemeyer grips. Because quite frankly, if you're going to own a high power, put some wood grips on it. This here's a Springfield Armory SA35. And of course, if you're going to bring a high power out, bring out the original. This here's a 1975 high power. Now the high power, depending on which high power you have, it's going to either come with a 15 round magazine or a 13 round magazine. Your original high powers, depending on the age of the high power, it's going to be most likely a 13 round magazine. Now also, on that day of the hurricane, paid a visit to my favorite firearms establishment, Heritage Firearms out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So I was looking at getting the Inglis high power. Let me fix that camera right quick. It just wants to keep going in and out of focus. There we go. Every time that little dog moves around, that camera wants to try to focus on that dog. But they came out with the reproduction of the Inglis high power, and I was hoping that, like I said, my favorite gun establishment, or firearms establishment, if you will, would happen to have it. Would have happened to have it, and of course they didn't. Another firearm I was looking at, was the Springfield Armory SA-16. Their reproduction of the M16. Man, struck out on that one as well. But I was really interested in, about on that Inglis high power. That, coming out of Turkey. But then, wouldn't you know it? Come today, I found out that Century Arms, they're releasing their version of the high power. So, looks like we're, seeing a lot of the classic firearms making a comeback. So, let me get my hearing protection out. And we're going to start out with this Girsan high power. So, as you can see, we got our range set up. We got our white cardboard target up over there. And see, zoom in, kind of look over a bit past that tree. Well, that might not help. There we go. You get a look on over where that tree is over there. You can say, maybe see the green Ivan target. Yeah, you kind of hide behind that tree there. And then we got our 3 Ivans posted there, along with our steel targets out there. Now, recording's one of the challenges you have when you're a one-person production crew. Alright, so this here is the Girsan high power. Again, it comes out of Turkey. And we're starting to see a lot of, we've been seeing a lot of good quality guns coming out of Turkey. Quite frankly. Now, I've already done some videos on all, these guns. So if you want to go back and get the nitty-gritty details on them, go check out the individual, videos. But just to reiterate, the Girsan high power, you're not going to have that, as much of that crisp trigger pull, just because it has a magazine disconnect. So if you put the safety on and no magazine, you can pull that trigger all you want, nothing's going to happen. The moment you disengage the safety, and now you put that magazine in, it's going to go, hammer's going to go forward. Alright, so let's do some shooting. And let's see if we can hit that orange target straight ahead. Miss. that red one right there. So if we could reach out and touch that orange target down on the right. And keep missing on it. There we go. Nope, that was a... Alright, let's see if we can get an Ivan over there on the left. Interesting, the slide didn't lock back on it. Let's get Ivan hide behind that tree. There we go. Now notice, now we hit that magazine release, you have to, grab it, doesn't pull out on its own. Alright, Ivan, hide behind the tree again. Alright, so this here's the Girsan high power. Now let's bring out the Springfield Armory SA35 high power. Alright, so this here is the Springfield Armory clone of the high power. And if you notice, this one does not have the magazine disconnect on it. So, with empty chamber, or empty magazine well, I should say. No hammer will go forward, which gives it a much more crisper trigger. Let's see how this one does. And again, we'll start out with that orange target there. So if we can reach out that orange one on the right this time. There we go. Alright, maybe we get that red one way out there. It's elusive. Got the yellow one. Let's see, let's go for the white IP, right top white target. And let's see what that failure to feed was. Yep, we got a failure to eject. And we could put that little round back on in that magazine. There we go. Now the SA-35, get that magazine release, slides right on out. Got Ivan behind the tree. For some reason the slide don't like to the rear on this magazine. Might have to do a little cleaning on it. But we do have an empty mag, empty chamber. So now let's bring out the original. Alright, so this here's an actual Browning high power. This was made probably around 1975, made in Belgium. Now this particular one, we got that little, guess I would call that a stirrup there. And if you got big meaty hands, it's gonna get you. They give you a little hammer bite, and it's gonna suck. Me, I got little baby hands. I ain't gotta worry about that. A few other things about this, the original high powers. Empty magazine well. Ain't gonna shoot, has that magazine safety disconnect. I suspect that was done intentionally. Being this was heavily used by armed forces around the world, that as a safety feature, when a young soldier, when they take that magazine, they're probably thinking, hey, no, it's empty. We're not, they don't bother to check the chamber, see if there's one still in the chamber, and they end up pulling the trigger and they end up, having a negligent discharge. But yeah, these pistols, the high power, used around the world since its inception. Used both by Allied and Axis powers during World War II. Then following the war, militaries around the globe, law enforcement agencies around the globe have all used, the high power, except for the United States. I don't know why. They preferred to stay. They stay with the 1911. So we're going to start out with our 13-round magazine. This is the original magazine with the pistol. Now the sights on this pistol, these are like what I call military sights. Just a little indescriptive, notch at the front or at the rear, and your little sight post, on the front. Might help if I chamber it around. Let's get Ivan out there. Alright. And again, notice on the original, hit that magazine release, you still gotta, I don't know what the heck that was about. You know, still gotta go out there and pull it on out. Left my other magazines on the bench. And you can tell I haven't made a video in a while. I get my shit together. Okay. Alright, last magazine on the high powers. I wonder if I get that little orange popper target right there. I doubt it. I'm good at missing, especially that one. I got it. Whole lot of missing. Yeah, another failure to eject. All right. This is the Browning high power. Let's go to the bench. Let's shoot some 1911s. So another pistol that is widely known around the globe and widely used around the globe and really should not require, any introduction is the 1911. Again, made by John Moses Browning, chambered in a .45. And here we got we got here a nice, this here's a, World War II era 1911 made by Ithaca Manufacturing Company, or Ithaca Gun Company, I should say. And then we got a couple clones here. This here's a 1911, and this one's made by Kimber. And ammunition I'm shooting. Now I got a box of and some change of these hollow point 45s, and then we got some flat nose 45s here. These hollow points, I bought those back when y'all remember the dark days, that we don't like to talk about, when ammunition was scarce. Well, that's what was available at the time. So we'll shoot those. We'll see how these guns do with the hollow points. Except for, the Ithaca, I'm going to put some flat nose through that one. Now another thing that, nice thing, like the high powers, all the parts are interchangeable. Well, for the most part, the same thing works true for the 1911s. The standard 1911s, you should be able to use the same magazines I'll probably only do one magazine through the Ithaca. I don't really like putting a whole bunch of ammo in my classic firearms. Just because you want to limit the wear and tear on them. Now, like the high power, this thing is also carried in the cocked and locked position. So again, this here's the Ithaca, and we'll see if we can hit anything with it. I'm pretty good at missing. So far so good. Maybe we get that red tombstone target right over there. Oh wow, got the orange one. So not too shabby, but like I said, I'm not going to put a whole lot of ammunition through this particular pistol just because of its age. So let's go grab that Kimber off the bench. So this here's a Kimber 1911, and I'm going to put some hollow points and the flat nose ammunition through it, see how it does. And again, cocked and locked. Now the Kimber has, well, it's this particular one. Now the 2-dot, no rear sights with the little fiber, front sight post there, which I kind of like because it, allows for, helps me for, acquiring that target a little easier than the military, your standard military sights. Now this particular Kimber is a lightweight version, so I believe it's an aluminum frame. Let's see how she does. All right, we'll start with the front orange target straight ahead. That red one. There we go. Let's see if we get that red one tombstone way out there. Nope. And now let's go with the flat nose. We'll go with the Ivans. In the magazine in here, we're using a 1942 era magazine. Let's go with the white target. Ivan behind the tree. Got Ivan over there. Yeah, let's move and get Ivan hiding right there. And we're clear. So I'm going to go reload these magazines. And the Kimber seemed to handle the hollow point quite well. I know I've heard things from folks that say that the 1911s, don't do well with hollow points. Alright, so we'll do one more magazine of the hollow points with the Kimber. Let's see what we can miss. There we go. Alright, so we got one more 1911. Let's go to the bench and put some ammo in the magazine. Alright, so we got one more 1911 to shoot. Now this one here is again another World War II one. Made for and used by the German army during World War II. So let's put some ammunition in this thing. I don't even remember if I've shot this one before. Now you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute. What are you doing putting 9mm ammunition in that magazine? Well, this here is a 1911 chambered in 9mm. This pistol here, now this ain't a video particularly about this pistol, but this pistol, like I said, I know it was made for the German army during World War II. It was made in Spain. This here's a Star Model B. Star Model B is similar to the 1911. Carry cocked and locked. The only thing it doesn't have is there's no grip safety. So let's see how this thing shoots. So the 1911 platform, I'll probably say is probably one of the, if not the most copied platform out there. You pretty much buy or find any bullet calibration that has a 1911 platform to go with it. 9mm, 10mm, 380, and so forth. 22, I think. There's the 22. So, a highly used platform. Again, invented by John Moses Browning. But that's enough talk. Let's shoot. See what we can miss. Pay her feet all the way. See, we still got one in the chamber. Now, just as casing. Return that to the safe position, and we will put got 2 rounds left in there. Definitely a very comfortable, pistol to shoot. I think I'm gonna have to put some more ammunition in this thing. Fire one more magazine. All right, magazine 2, the Star Model B. Now, just a few other things. About little fun facts about the Star Model B is a lot of your older movies. You will see, the Model B in there. That's supposed to be a 45. However, from what I've read, what I heard is the reason they use the Star Model B is one, it looks similar, very similar to a 1911, but or the 45 1911. However, the 45 1911 didn't handle blanks very well, whereas the Model B handled them like a champ. Alright, so let's go for some Ivan targets. There we go. And even with my small hands, I did start to get a little bit of hammer bite with the Model B. Bring that slide forward. And that's what I mean by hammer bite. Not sure if you can see that little red mark there. You see, that hammer just extends just a little bit past that beaver tail. And if you got a high grip on there, that thing, if you got a high grip on there, the hammer goes down and just gets you. So definitely a very comfortable gun to shoot. I don't have any pistols chambered in 9mm in the 1911 platform, which after shooting this, that might give me an idea or two. Well, I do want to shoot that SA-35 a little more. So I only got 4 rounds in this magazine. That's just because I hate leaving ammunition boxes, with 6 rounds there, 10 rounds there. Just use up the whole box. Let's see what we can miss. There we go. So coming up September 24th, Friends of NRA, they're hosting a banquet here in the Hattiesburg area. So if you live in the Hattiesburg area, or hey, maybe you just feel like taking a road trip, come on down, go to the Friends of NRA website, get your tickets online, come on down, have a great time. Now, I'll be there and a host of other people too. We've got plenty of raffles and games and stuff. You might win yourself a gun. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. Until the next time, thank you for shooting with us.